nice. They let us serve free food. And I'm like, dude, these guys know nothing about your history. The city does not give a fuck about you. The reason Food Not Bombs is allowed to serve food in front of City Hall is because people went to jail for that. People fought for that. And so, the reality of the situation is, the state is not a good thing. The state will not give anything without, you know what I mean, without people fighting. I'm not insulting people who are doing Food Not Bombs, so I'm saying, if you look at it today, compared to what it was, you know. So I'm going to talk about yeah.
Are you talking about the local instance or?
I'm talking about locally.
Huh?
Locally.
Yeah, okay.
You mentioned WPERG. I think it has been defunded by.
Yeah, that's a whole other story. That's a whole other story. Now, the most important thing, there's a whole bunch of stuff. People are getting bored. This has been a long discussion. The last thing I'm going to talk to you about is we've done 10 cities for a long time. A lot of people have been dying from drug overdoses. This is because of Oxycontin. Oxycontin is 80% bioavailable. Heroin, when taken orally. Heroin is 10%. So when you take an oxy, it's just like smashing. You know what I mean? So Oxycontin was going to lose their license. They didn't want to do that. The company that produced it, Purdue I think it was called, owned a big chunk of National Post. They created this whole fear of Oxycontin, about people smashing Oxycontin, which was a bunch of bullshit. Why would you smash Oxycontin? You're going to cook it up, you're going to burn how much of it. It's easier just to swallow it. So they created this new non-addictive thing called Oxy Neo. And then unscrupulous dealers started putting fentanyl in aspirin in pill crushers, selling it as Oxycontin, which is why we have the fentanyl crisis now. People started poisoning fentanyl as well with benzos, which would definitely stop you from breathing. Now, xylazine, which is not made for human consumption. Every day we're losing 12 to 13 people. We started setting up our own safe injection sites until the city set up the CTS. The CTS was closed without any consultation with the region, any consultation with the people, any consultation from City Hall. And we decided we're going to do it again. At 100 Vic, we have a safe supply program. We have a safety tent where we make sure people don't overdose. We are trying to do it as I said at one point in time. We started in tents. We're back into tents. If there's anything you need to take away from this, the city will not give you anything unless you fight for it. Kitchener is not no special place. Kitchener has the programs it has because people went to jail for it, people fought for it, that sort of thing. We're going to pass a hat around to raise support for the safety tent and whatever else. Any questions?
And you mentioned people like, fought and went to jail for it. Why can't, say, we use legal system to sue the city in order to change? Like, why can't we use the legal system?
I wish I brought my criminal record with me. Like, seriously. If Emma Goldman said, if voting could change the world, it would be illegal. The system is set in place so those in power will always have power. Any state, whether it's a capitalist state, an anarchist state, or a communist state, will want power. Power will never give up power. If there is change to be done, it can only be, people have tried legal ways.
Lawsuit against the city? Oh, is that what the regional community services is doing for the Vic, the encampment at Vic, trying to?
Do you really know what's going on at the encampment in Vic? What's happening is they're taking people, they're putting them in places like 100 Herb Street, which is like an open air jail, or in motels where people are pimping people and no, don't use 100 Vic as a good example of what's going on. Because people at 100 Vic are getting fucked. And it's the legal process that's fucking people at 100 Vic. When we had our tent cities before Ruse Island, our demands were simple. Put us in decent housing worthy of humans. Now what are they doing? We're playing their game. While we're playing their game, they're forcibly evicting people. While we're playing their game, they're banning people from all regional property. This is a fact. While we're playing their game, people are freezing to death. And then we can say, look how the homeless population has gone down. Because they've all died. Or they're all at like 100 Herb, which is basically an open air jail. So you can go play your game, their game, because you have their privilege. At the end of the night, I gotta go beg my dad to sleep in his house. So that's the difference. I don't have the opportunity to sit around and play games. Any other questions? I won't be mean, I promise.
Yeah. I do.
Sure.
Can you talk to, you say you run a safe supply, and I guess I'm just wondering about, like, obviously the supply is limited.
We make sure there's no xylazine in the drugs. I'm not going to say how. We hook up people with doctors. We get dealers we encourage dealers to test their drugs. Dealers who have poison in their drugs, we let people know. I'm not going to go into all the specifics.
But what I was trying to ask is about, like, let's say triage. How do you decide who gets what?
Well, up until the fucking safety tent got destroyed 3 days ago, we had 4 tents. We had a triage tent where someone would come and talk to the person. Like, what do you want to do? Are you really in pain? Do you really need this? Do you want to get off the drug? How do you want to get off the drug? You know, and based on that, we come up with a program and we work with them as much as we can, as long as we can do it in a way that's safe for both of us.
Thanks.
I also believe that people have a right to do with their whatever they want with their body.
Could you talk a bit about how Nazis organize? You can avoid details that might be problematic, but lessons we should know about, like how Nazis are organizing in our communities, or
Right now?
neo-Nazis, right now or in general.
Okay, so let me tell you a story. This is a fucking interesting
I have one near
story.
me.
I suck. I never think about how many cigarettes I have. This really sucks at 3 in the morning when you really need a cigarette. There's this place called Big Bear that everyone knows I go to buy cigarettes at like 2, 3 in the morning. So there's this guy who's a Nazi who also has blanket immunity as a CI. He's called me Tsigan, which is a derogatory term for gypsy, as well as Mischling, which is a Nazi term for a half-Jew. For the record, I would not identify as a Mischling or Jewish at all. And he's attacked me many times in the past. So I was at Big Bear, I bought a cigarette, I got smashed in the head, right here, I still have a bump. It happened a while, and I got stabbed with a needle. I have a serious heart problem with some sort of fucking amphetamine. I would think probably cocaine because of my younger days, the numbing, or whatever. Anyways, my blood pressure was really high. I was bleeding. I asked the people at Big Bear to call me an ambulance. They didn't. Cops were by there too. Of course, they didn't do anything. I walked home. There were cops and ambulances there. I'm not going to go in all the specifics, but it was like a really, really fucked up situation. Eventually, I was taken to the hospital. I had blood drawn against my will. Interpol wants DNA samples from me, and I've been refusing to give them. So blood was drawn against my will, urine was drawn against my will, and I was formed. I was smart enough to yell, "Google me!" So some of the nurses Googled me, caused a ruckus. I got unformed. But
What does form mean?
what do you think it means? It means they fucking hold you and you have no rights.
It's an involuntary